Hey, so welcome to day 3. Many have reputed that this is the hardest day to get through of the Master Cleanse. I can't say I agree. I have plenty of energy. Well, I'm kind of feeling a little bit tired. I think that's because I haven't had hardly any lemonade today. Actually, I drank maybe a quarter of the gallon that I made yesterday. So, in terms of feeling, I feel fine. I had a little bit of hunger pangs earlier. I've done a lot of pull-ups and push-ups today. I was going to do some qigong, but I haven't. I might do that later tonight. I have a break at work. And like I commented that I haven't been smiling. I don't know if that's an important feature or not. But I guess I've been a little too serious and just trying to act cool or suave or something like what I'm doing is all important. I do want to say thanks to everybody who's tuned and given me some really good feedback. It seems that the actors out there really are the ones that seem to know how to really get in tune with your body and your emotions. That's what you're trained to do, and I respect you guys for giving me some good feedback and really making logical comments. I also respect those of you who are making fun of me, give me a hard time. It's what keeps us stronger. When people don't understand stuff and you do it, it makes you kind of go, well, hey, we each have our path, and, it makes you convicted, or more convicted in why you're doing it. So today I just want to talk about why I have chosen to do this. I think in the first video I mentioned that I had done, I wanted to follow the lunar calendar a little stronger, Chinese calendar. I've been actually, since moving to Massachusetts, quite a bit more in tune with my qigong, doing qigong more, also doing more exercise in general, and I think that there's benefits which I was thinking about posting tomorrow. The specific benefits as listed scientifically or through tests and experiments or other input, whether from the website or from the Master Cleanse book, but. Anyways, to talk about why I chose this right now, besides the lunar calendar, an internal cleanse I think is an important thing. I mean, Jesus and Gandhi and everybody talked about the importance of fasting once a year, or every season, or etc. I don't have any facts to back up that point of view right now, but I do know it to be in their teachings. I'm not, a Jesus freak. I'm not a Gandhi freak. I'm not a religious freak, but I am educated on some of the benefits of these types of things. I know that I love to eat. People, like I said before, I've been teased. Just eat and you'll be okay. Joe Eckert, love you, man. You said some funny things, and thanks for the support. And Big Trub, Todd Robbins, thank you. I understand eating meat. I've said that before. I eat. I love to eat. I eat shitloads, and that's why too much shit. So instead of going and getting a high colonic stuck up your bum and and cleansing that way backwards, I figured I'd do it internally. I also feel that there's a deep cellular connectivity that's going on right now. I can feel my entire body quite clearly. It's communicating clearly. And it feels good. It really does. And actually, you'd be amazed. There's a little bit of protein breakdown. Some of the muscles don't feel as thick, if you would, or hard. Even I've been doing push-ups and pull-ups and whatnot. It doesn't really sap energy out of you. So any of these points of views, it's like, yeah, we need to eat, but you know what? We also need to cleanse, because when we eat, and we don't cleanse, we have buildup. We get buildup. We get mucus buildup. We get tartar buildup. We get plaque buildup. We get all kinds of things that build up in our systems from head to toe that we're not aware of. And we're not aware of often until they are too late. Until you feel a pain, and when you feel pain, it's often on the wrong side of the fence. Now, do I believe that I'm preventing all diseases in my own body, or creating, doing what's absolute? No, not at all. I just know that I've chosen this because I'm doing it now because it's the perfect time. The lunar calendar is just right. It's just begun, and when you work with a new moon on something, I know it to be true that you if the moon is new moons, you don't see, right? They're on the opposite side of the planet. You don't see them. They're never lit, so you don't see the new moon, and you see it when it's full. What I do know is that in between, when it's the full moon is at the half point of the cycle, and that's the peak. So it's good to start things with a new moon. You can go back and look at almanacs and find that to be true with farming techniques, with farming techniques, with surgery, with women's cycles move on the moon. Tides of the oceans. Lots of things work in conjunction with the moon, including our chemical nature. And of course, the full moon, is like, goes crazy. So there's that reason. But really, I mean, that was more about timing. One of the main reasons I had been anticipating doing this, I thought about doing it at the beginning of the new year, and it just wasn't right. It wasn't the right timing. If you go with the full moon at the very beginning of the year on the Gregorian calendar, January 1st was just around the full moon. I didn't look it up before coming to this video, so I can't tell you exactly what day that was. I think it was the 28th of December or something like that. But there's that aspect. Timing, and then the main reason I had seen coming into, okay, I want to start a new workout routine, or really buckle down and do some things, so I want to really communicate. I've been doing a lot of qigong, and I feel great for it. I actually feel like I know my routine really well, and when I do it consistently, 3 days a week, 4 days a week, it really I really feel like happy. I feel very energetic. And that's the benefits of Qigong, so I could get into that, but I actually feel that coming into the fast, it helps me focalize on going forward with a steady workout routine. One of my goals this year is to build muscle mass and increase flexibility. I can talk about that later. After I do the cleanse, I plan on going into a diet. So this is kind of like a gateway into, not a diet, but into a regimented workout routine with a diet. And that's not, I'm going to eat spinach and and avoid carbs and all that crap. No, there's a lot of eating to be done, but I definitely want to eat on a more planned nature. And when you come out of the fast, I know this from the past, is that you actually you realize that as soon as you start eating, you can't eat immediately. You have to eat. You just have to go with broth and then go. It's like they talk about the Holocaust victims. You can't just jump right on. And I can talk more about that later at the end of the fast. You can't just start eating after you've been deprived of food for 10 days, 25 days, 40 days, half a year, and just going on whatever. You can't just jump into food. I mentioned the Holocaust survivors. I'm sorry, but there's a lot of things that I've been looking into, and that was one of the things that really comes into my brain. But other benefit, I tell you, this is one of the more graphic benefits. I actually had I had some stinking ass farts going on around the holidays, and I just was like, oh my goodness, this is horrible. What do I do? And it's like, I feel bad. I mean, I was in the elevator and I had ripped one, thinking I was going to be myself. I went up the next floor and somebody got on. I was like, oh, this is horrible. I felt so bad. So, there's that real reason, it needed that. And my system needed that cleanse. And apart from that, apart from cellular communication, apart from timing with the calendar, apart from building up to a regimented, focused workout program, I really, on that note, really do want to put on some pounds this year. So right now, I'm stripping my body down with the intent of building it up. Always as always, thanks for your support. I can't wait when I'm bouncing off the walls, as it's been said. And I can't wait till this day 3 is over, because isn't exactly the hardest, but it's definitely been rougher than yesterday and the day before. I killed into 10 minutes this time. I don't know how, but hope you watched the whole thing, and if you did, thank you. And I hope you try this yourself. It's really good for your system. Your body will love it. Increases immunity. That's a definite benefit. By cellular communication, this is one of the things I'm talking about. All right, thanks. Peace.